Merci, Monsieur le Sénateur.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Batters, followed by Senator McCoy and then Senator Lankin. Please go ahead, Senator Batters.
Minister, the access to information regime right now seems to be pretty much broken. And increasingly, journalists and others share their ATI horror stories on social media about ridiculously lengthy delays, sometimes stretching on for years, and pages of fully blacked out information. And I actually brought a couple with me as an example. Just every once in a while you see these on social media. So one is from Alex Boudelier of the Toronto Star on August 21st, 2017. He tweeted, "Love to ATIP CSE." And then this is how the page looked, with everything on it completely blacked out. Another one on July 17th, 2018, again from Alex Boudelier. "PCO completely censors at Karina Gould's briefing notes. You can't even know the titles." And then shows this. You don't even know the title of what that particular briefing note was. And Bill Curry from the Globe and Mail said, he tweeted on July 31st, 2018, "This is increasingly what documents look like when you make a request under the Access to Information Act," and shows another one with the entire thing blacked out. So, Minister, in the last election, the Trudeau government promised to reform the ATI regime, claiming a commitment to openness and transparency, and frankly, recent events have shown that that is a bit of a struggle for this government. But with access to information responses like this, journalists and others are now openly mocking that commitment. So how will Bill C-58 improve these types of unbelievably secretive and delayed access to information responses even one little bit?
Again, as I said at the outset of my remarks, the justice part of the bill, I, as Minister of Justice, have responsibility for the part of the bill that pertains to the independence of judges in the system and how we will maintain that. The issues to which you are referring have been addressed by the primary carriers of the bill, my colleague ministers, Ministers Gould and now Minister Philpott. I can transfer your concern, but I believe they've already appeared, at least Minister Philpott has, or was it Minister Bryson at the time? I believe that minister has already appeared in front of this committee to answer that kind of question.
But Minister,
that being said, we have responded through this legislation to try to improve the system globally. Certainly, it is. I think the practices of our government are a vast improvement on what our predecessors did, and so we are moving in the right direction.
But Minister, really, this is a whole of government problem, and when these particular reporters are indicating that this is they're indicating that this is a worse problem than it was before, despite your government's promises. So how do you react to that?
Well, again, I can't make comment on the specific examples you've given without having the context. We are moving forward with this piece of legislation. We think it's a vast improvement over what we've had before, and I am confident that we will get this to a better place.
Is it the justice lawyers who have drafted government amendments on this particular bill?
Well, as you know, there are justice lawyers who work in the Department of Justice. There are also justice lawyers who are seconded throughout various ministries across the whole of government. That's been the practice in government for a number of decades now in Canada, and I can't say which actual lawyers drafted actual parts of the bill.
Okay, but I'm asking for the Senate committee. Are you aware of at this point if justice lawyers have drafted a significant number of government amendments that will be coming to this committee?
We are happy with this committee, with this piece of legislation as it stands, and as I mentioned to Senator Dalphon, we will work with whatever, we will work in good faith if there are proposals coming out of this committee.
So you haven't drafted any? There aren't any?
I believe there are several examples of potential draft amendments, but I don't have them. I don't have them in front of me, and I'm not sure they pertain to my part of the bill.
We'll see. Okay, thank you.